He did it. I can't believe he did it. For once, Tony Khan shows some balls. Billy's becomes a real boss. What you're seeing here was posted about 10-15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, at 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 20-30 minutes ago. This was dropped by AEW and Tony Khan. Read this. I'm going to scroll it up. But read this. It states, All Elite Wrestling, AEW, has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks and AEW. Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW with cause effective immediately. The termination was confirmed today by Tony Khan, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative AEW. The termination follows a week-long internal investigation of an incident occurring backstage at AEW All in London on Sunday, August 27th. Following the investigation, the AEW Discipline Committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous recommendation to Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. Well, we're not done. Get this. Tony Khan offered the following statement. Phil played an important role with the AEW, and I thank him for his contributions. The termination of his AEW contracts with cause is ultimately my decision and mine alone. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news, which may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I am making the decision in the best interest of many amazing people who make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operators, and many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bringing our fans great shows on television and arenas and stadiums throughout the world. He did it. He actually did it. Call me surprised. But I know some people are going to be critical. I know some people are going to be like, well, you have to read it completely. And I am. Because this part right here is what people are going to look at. It says, following the investigation, the AEW Discipline Committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous recommendation to Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. You know what that tells me? That tells me they knew Tony Khan probably wouldn't fire him. So basically, they convened together, and once they made the decision unanimously, they said, Tony, we're recommending you right now to fire CM Punk with cause. Get him out of this company, because if you don't, it just shows you're more of a fan than a boss. It makes the critics right. You know, it makes those that believe you're more of a fan than a boss, it'll make them look right, and it'll make this company look totally Bush League coming off a huge event in London. So, you know, I got to give Tony Khan credit, but what I can read here, though, is basically it wasn't something he really wanted to do. I mean, he even says it himself. It's something he didn't want to share this week. He didn't want to share this news because, honestly, he probably didn't want to fire him, but after the discipline committee and, you know, the discipline committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel, they all unanimously said, yeah, we can't keep this guy on the roster because there's many that don't like him, so guess what? We got to get him out of here. And they probably said, and they probably told Tony, look, we know you like CM Punk, you're a big CM Punk mark, but if you don't do this, it just proves that CM Punk is controlling you. You know, he's controlling you, he's controlling the company, and he has more say than you do. He's more of your boss than anything else. You know, so you need to fire him to prove that you are a boss. You can run this company and be someone that needs to be taken seriously and not just viewed as a fan. So yeah, I'll give him credit for doing it, but obviously it's something that he probably originally didn't want to do until the discipline committee and the legal counsel said, yeah, this has to be done because, you know, because if this happens a third time, it's not going to be 3 strikes you're out for Punk. It's going to be 3 strikes you're out for AEW and Tony Khan. So I'll give him credit. He did it. CM Punk is no longer with AEW, and we'll see what happens next. Will WWE pick him up? Who knows? But, you know, we'll have to see. Maybe Tony Khan might bring him back after a while, hopefully when things cool down, but we'll see. But let me know what your thoughts are on this, and I will talk to y'all later. You will get a podcast version of this.